country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about to and finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fields the punt, looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Here we go. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
To the air on second down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Off the play fake. Myers on the move. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quickly to the tight end. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And he was was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Smith wants to throw. Rush is on him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Motion from the wideout. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Smith dropping to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Running free. Pass attempt. Touchdown Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of big game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense in press coverage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Smith wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Tulane right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. Picked off. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to the defensive team.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smith wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Hands it off. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Tulane right back to the line. The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Finding open areas. Still running at the 35. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets to return it on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter. Oh, it's a fumble.
plays when they got the ball in their hand. They're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. Nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone toward the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive coordinator.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, and with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Finding an escape route. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Got a man in the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Shakes off the defender. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the coverage team will get to it, and just inside the 30. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He wants to throw it again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, and he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Gives it on the option. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Tulane right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They go right back to it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. On his feet at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just. The end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense, you can tell, it's confident. Fourth down and short in the red zone. Yeah, you could probably kick it forward.
Scores on the sneak. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And here comes the offense on second down. Smith wants to throw. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot. Deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this block. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. is your kind of offense, Palmer.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow...
There he goes! And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock to a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And they're not on the same page there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Smith wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Between the uprights, it's good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Smith dropping to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one,